Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be part of the Stew crew. Don't forget to hit that like button so you can see more of this kind of content. And last of all, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can get more of this kind of stuff. So you can get push notifications on when I drop my videos, when I upload my videos, when I post stuff on YouTube and that kind of stuff. So today is going to be the week 2 recap. If you haven't seen the week 1 recap, be sure to go check that out. The link will be in the description. And as always, if you are subscribed to my channel, it will be there. And I'd like to thank you guys for the recent support on my videos. I haven't gained subscribers as of late yet, but my views have been consistently going up, and that means a lot to me. It means that people are finding my videos and that people are enjoying them, and I've seen a lot of likes, like a lot of people give feedback, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for all the support on the latest video. So, as I said, today's going to be the Week 2 recap, and I'm going to be kicking it off with some news from my team, the Boston Red Sox. Yes, I know I am wearing the Angels hat today, but I have a rotation. Don't ask me why. I have a rotation for 3 hats. You'll see the third hat soon enough. But Boston Red Sox, the ownership has announced that, or rather, Governor Charlie Baker said that all 4 Massachusetts stadiums are allowed to have fans at the maximum of 12% capacity. So that means that Fenway Park should have around like just under 5,000 fans at Fenway Park for this season up until, everything's figured out, everybody has the vaccine and all 37,000 people can go. But I mean 5,000 is better than 0, and I know I'll definitely be going, but they're going to be selling it in pods of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 8 according to a friend of mine. And I'm very excited to say the least. I have not been able to go to a game last season, and that's what really disappointed me. Obviously, spring training is going on. If you guys don't know, we lost today, but whatever. But that's gonna be week 3 recap. But I really am super excited for this because I'll be able to see the new guys play. I haven't been able to see Verdugo play yet, obviously because he wasn't in the Red Sox in 2019, and no fans were allowed last year. So I'm definitely excited for that. I'm also excited to see Bobby Dahlbeck play. Jaron Duran's gonna probably be called up this year. You got obviously Hunter Renfroe, Kiki Hernandez, a bunch of guys that I'm excited to see, especially Chris Sale. I can't wait to see my ace back in action. It's a bummer that I didn't get to see him play in the 2020 season on TV at least, but I'm excited to see what this season holds for the Red Sox, and I'm excited to be able to witness it for at least a few games. So hopefully this season will definitely be better than last season. I'm pretty sure it will. People think that the Red Sox aren't going to be very good, but I think they're going to be a lot better than the average MLB fan thinks. They're definitely going to be like a third AL East team, maybe even like super sneaky, like maybe a second wild card team, or if they get super lucky, a first wild card team. But first wild card team is definitely somewhat out of reach. The division victory is definitely out of reach in my opinion. But I mean, they can achieve it. I mean, if they make the right moves, before the trade deadline, I think they'll definitely have the opportunity and the ability to make a postseason push and make it kind of far into the playoffs. So I'm super excited to see the Red Sox back in action, and that is part 1. And if you guys don't know, this is part 2. So if you guys are a Braves fan, I don't consider myself a Braves fan. It's just that I'm more of a fan of some of the players on the team. I'm more a fan of I'm a huge Freddie Freeman fan. I absolutely love Ronald Acuna. I like Christian Pache and what he brings to the table. I also really like Albies. And I also like, Soroka and Anderson. I guess you could say I am a Braves fan because I like a bunch of the players. I don't really have anything against the Braves, but I'm like, all right, the Braves are the Braves, whatever. I really don't care for them. I don't have an opinion on them. But the reason I'm mentioning the Braves is because their manager Brian Snitker, who is one of the best managers in the MLB in my opinion. I mean, he completely turned that Braves team around from 2017 to 2018. He led them to the division victory, even though they did lose in the division series to the LA Dodgers. But he has signed an extension with the Braves through at least a 2023 season. So that means this upcoming season, the 2022 season, and the 2023 season. Now, I am also positive. I'm almost positive that there is going to be there's going to be either a manager option or a club option for the 2024 season. So he's definitely going to manage them from 2021 through 2023, and I think in my opinion he may manage the team in 2024 as well, but I don't know if it's a manager option or a club option, but either way he'll definitely manage regardless because him and the Braves seem to have a very good connection, and he seems to like the players a lot, and he's definitely turned them into a winning team, winning the division 3 years in a row. Obviously, they haven't made the World Series yet. Hopefully, they will. I like the Braves' chances. I think they're going to win the division, and they're going to make it very far into the playoffs. If not, they're going to make it all the way to the World Series and maybe win it all. Who knows? They're definitely some among the favorites to make the World Series and win the World Series, but we will see what the future holds for us. And I think that they made a very good move, extending Brian Snitker so that he can manage that nice squad. Like they got a very young squad, obviously. Besides Darno, who's getting a little bit old, and then Freeman, who's getting old but still a very good player. You got a bunch of young guys like Albies. You got Swanson. You got Pache, who got called up last postseason. He's going to be a stud in my opinion. Then you got Acuna, who's about to enter his prime, and then you got a bunch of you got pitchers like Mike Soroka, who's entering his third season. You got Ian Anderson, who's a Rookie of the Year candidate. You just signed Charlie Morton. That Braves team is going to be very good for years to come, and Brian Snitker should be the one managing that young Braves squad, Braves core, the pitching stuff, and the lineup. In my opinion, Brian Snitker, y'all Braves fans over in Atlanta have a good one. Take care of him. I think he's going to be a very good manager, and he's a very good option. Like they did really well extending him. So that is part 2 to the weekly recap. Now moving on to part 3. Bang bang, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Carlos Correa, obviously the Houston Astros, their star players, George Springer left. Obviously, I wouldn't say star because, I mean, the guy did hit a lot of home runs, but his average was like okay. And he did have that one pretty good postseason, but obviously he cheated. He left for the Blue Jays now. In my opinion, their only other star player on that team besides Jose is definitely Correa. And Carlos Correa did say that he wanted an extension from the Houston Astros before the regular season started. Now, according to an article on CBS Sports, he said that my body's in great shape, and I want that to carry into the regular season. And obviously, he also said that I don't want to ruin my body just distracting myself from working out because of these contract talks with me and the organization. So he made it very clear that he wants an extension before the regular season, or else this will be his last year, and then he'll walk off. He'll leave Houston, but he has expressed interest in staying with the Astros, which is kind of good. But as long as they can give him a pretty decent deal that both sides can agree to, as long as it's before the regular season, I think Correa will stay in Houston for his life. And I mean, he's a pretty solid signing for them. Obviously, he won Rookie of the Year, but after that, cheated. But Correa's Correa. They're going to do everything in their power to keep him, especially after losing George Springer, their best player by a country mile. And I mean, that's heartbreaking enough. They can't afford to lose him. Correa, who's a budding superstar through their organization, the top pick back in 2012. But as long as they can do that, they'll definitely keep Correa under their control for the next 5+ years. So yeah, that is going to be part 3 to my week 2 recap. And moving on to the second to last part, this isn't really a recap part, but this is something I've been meaning to say. So as you guys know, today was the first day for spring training games, and obviously it's very exciting for a lot of baseball fans, myself included. Obviously the Red Sox lost. Bunch of other games happened, and I'm not going to be doing that thing today. I'm not going to be covering those games today because this is technically last week, so this is the system I have prepared. So I'm going to be writing down notes from the Sunday, which like today's Sunday, through this upcoming Saturday, the 6th of March. And then next Sunday, the 7th of March, is when I'm going to record and upload my video covering last week's topic. So from obviously the 28th through the 6th, and so on and so forth. that week's recap will come the next Sunday, if that makes any sense. And so yeah, and obviously this week a bunch of spring training games are going to happen. So next Sunday I'll be recapping some games. I'll be doing some calculations, crunching numbers, and giving you guys my thoughts on who is the best pitcher, who's the worst pitcher, who is the most improved player, who is the obviously the rookie of the week and stuff like that. Just keep you guys entertained. Obviously, spring training's very exciting. Finally, baseball's back after a really bad quote unquote like an off season. I mean, the off season was pretty packed. It was like packed with a lot of moves, but obviously after that disappointing season last year, not for teams and John like not in that sense, but I mean like the fact that the fans couldn't go and you know, it's just it's just exciting, Obviously, I'm very excited too, but I'm just gonna keep pushing that content out for you guys so that you guys can stay entertained. And maybe if you disagree or agree, obviously leave them in the comments. But that's part 4. Now, part 5, the final part to my weekly recap number 2 is signing. And this happened today, but I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I didn't really have much else to talk to. I kind of wanted some more content for you guys. Hunter Dozier and the Kansas City Royals are rumored to be in agreement on a 4-year, $25 million deal. I think that's a good signing. They, keep him and Whit Merrifield and Salvi, obviously their best player this past year. And they also got some young talent. They got Bobby Witt Jr., they obviously got Brady Singer, they obviously got Benintendi now. And they obviously got Jorge Soler, a bunch of those guys. And they're definitely going to be a sneaky good team, in my opinion. They have a sneaky good lineup, but, their pitching is going to get better. Obviously, they only really have Brady Singer. And because they, once they draft better, once they bring a bunch of players through their farm system, I think they'll hopefully go back to the 2015 and the 2014 Royals form in the near future. And I think they're going to be a pretty good team in the next few years. So keep an eye out for the Kansas City Royals in that AL Central, and that's the closing remarks to my weekly recap number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I obviously know this is a new setup. Get used to it. I'm going to be experimenting with this setup for the next few recaps, and I'm going to be experimenting with another few places like recording styles and where I can capture my face, maybe get it in 60 frames per second for you guys, hopefully. And yeah, that's pretty much the week 2 recap. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, subscribe if you haven't already to be a part of the Stu Crew. Like this video so you can see more of this kind of content. Hit that bell icon so you can get push notifications. And don't forget, this time I won't forget, this is Instagram right here, my Instagram handle. This is going to be my Twitter handle. Don't miss it. I will put it there for you guys, I promise. Anyways, that is it. This is Sid signing off. Peace out.